Liz, there can only be two reasons for that. One, either she's entangled in this whole mess too, or two, she needs Eric Swalwell's.
Democrat Eric Swalwell, when he covered up and didn't tell the American people about his entanglement, a years-long entanglement with a Chinese spy?
Liz, there can only be two reasons for that. One, either she's entangled in this whole mess too, or two, she needs Eric Swalwell's vote in 2 weeks so badly to become speaker, to be reelected as Speaker of the House, that she's not willing to remove him and do the right thing and take him off of the House Intelligence Committee, and possibly angering him and losing his vote for her to be the Speaker of the House. It's the only logical explanation for it. Otherwise, your guess is as good as mine why, at this point, she's not willing to put country over party and remove a compromised member of the House Intelligence Committee who was in a very intimate relationship with a Chinese spy.
Yeah, I mean, 17 House Republicans sent a letter saying he's got to go, and then Senator Rand Paul said he should just be removed from Congress entirely. We've got a big chunk of Silicon Valley in his home district. We have two major national labs, Sandia and Livermore, in Swalwell's home district. Pelosi said congressional leaders were briefed about all this 5 years ago. Were you briefed about it?
Members of Congress are regularly briefed about foreign influences, especially when we travel. I mean, I've been a member of the Armed Services Committee for 4 years. I've been repeatedly briefed by the FBI and federal agencies about the risk of foreign espionage and the risk of foreign influences on members of Congress. So this shouldn't be a new subject to someone like Eric Swalwell, who is privy to the most important national security-related classified information that's possible for a member of Congress to see as a part of that committee. So it's beyond my wildest imaginations of why the Speaker hasn't taken him off the committee, or why Eric Swalwell hasn't done the right thing and removed himself from the committee himself or resigned from Congress altogether.
Were you told about it? Americans weren't told about it. I mean, did you hear about this? When did you hear about it?
I learned about the compromised situation that Eric Swalwell found himself in, just like everybody else in the media. So we know that Speaker Pelosi was briefed on it at some point. We know that Adam Schiff, the chairman of the committee, was told about Eric Swalwell's entanglements and the influences that he had upon him. So why all of that information was ignored is a mystery to me, but the American people deserve more integrity from their members of Congress and more integrity from the Speaker of the House. She should do the right thing and take Eric Swalwell off the Intelligence Committee if Swalwell is refusing to do so himself.
Okay, so Pelosi knew about it, Schiff knew about it, Swalwell knew about it, but people in Congress did not know about it, and the American people didn't know about it. I mean, so Pelosi let Swalwell sit on House Intelligence when, as Republicans point out in their letter, Pelosi demanded Jeff Sessions resign as Attorney General because of Jeff Sessions' 2 meetings he didn't tell Congress about with the Russian ambassador when he was an incoming team member of the Trump team. I mean, so the double standard is appalling. And it's outrageous that this is going on. This guy put American national security at risk. What do you say?
Well, Liz, there's no doubt about it, and the hypocrisy is on full display here. But let me tell you one thing that Democrats have been completely honest about, authentic and consistent about, is the Democrat Party today is the pro-China party. They've altogether dismissed the greatest adversary, the greatest threat that we face in America today, which is China, who seeks to dominate us militarily and economically. They never want to focus on that threat for some reason. That's why at the outset of our conversation a little bit ago, the only other explanation than her needing Eric Swalwell's vote to be reelected as Speaker is that Speaker Pelosi as well is entangled in these types of foreign influences and is being coerced by Chinese influences. That's the only other explanation for this. Otherwise, the American people have spoken loud and clear. Do something about the China threat. Speaker Pelosi refused to engage in a bipartisan effort that Kevin McCarthy led with the China task force that I served as part of. Why did she refuse to participate? Why did her party refuse to participate in that very important effort? It's because the Democrat Party sides with Chinese interest and the interest of the Chinese Communist Party over the interest of Americans time and time again.
Congressman, you made great points there and raised good questions. It's good to have you on, sir. Thanks for taking the time.